Start. Speaking in the Lok Sabha, an honorable member said, Mr. Chairman, I am glad to participate in the discussion on the railway budget. At the outset, I must say that I have every praise for the railway men who are doing their best to improve the efficiency of the Indian railways. It is only because of their strenuous efforts that we are having a surplus budget. But I am sorry that the second class fare has been increased in this year's budget. We were expecting that at least in this budget, our new minister would not increase the second class fare. I would request him to reconsider the decision and see whether the second class passengers can be exempted from this levy. Coming to the various aspects of the railways, I must say that the work regarding electrification of the railways has been done very effectively. But at the same time, the employees who are doing this work have submitted a memorandum to the railway administration. I would request that something should be done in their case to redress their genuine grievances. I would request the railway minister to hold a meeting with the representatives of the All India Railwaymen's Federation and also with the representative of railway electrification workers to decide this issue by talking across the table. Now I would like to draw the attention of the Honorable Minister to another important point, namely the appointment of a wage board. This demand has been supported by the National Federation of Railwaymen also. I happen to be the president of Southeastern Railwaymen's Union, which is affiliated to the All India Railwaymen's Federation. We requested the appointment of a wage board with full powers because all the grievances of the railwaymen cannot be thrashed out by sitting across the table or sitting around the table. The time has come when the recommendations of the pay commission have no relation with the rising cost of living today because it was thought by the pay commission that prices would stabilize somewhere. But unfortunately, it has not been possible to hold the price line. I know the railway ministry will say that they appointed a committee and its recommendations have also been implemented. Though in certain cases, the committee's report was accepted in toto by the railway board with slight modifications, it has not been implemented in certain places. I would request the Honorable Minister to see that the recommendations of the committee are implemented fully. Then appointment of a wage board has become a question of life and death for the railway employees throughout the country. I am sure the railway minister will see that a wage board is appointed. The railway employees do not want an immediate increase, but they want an objective analysis of their jobs where the correct man is doing the correct job. So I request that a wage board may be appointed soon and the government should not have any hesitation in appointing a wage board. Another point is that the railway employees are not enthusiastic about the small dearness allowance. They know that unless the prices are brought down, the increase in dearness allowance does not mean anything. Their feeling is that the government have not been able to hold the price line. The other alternative is increasing the capacity to pay by raising the dearness allowance. They know that it is a vicious circle and that it will never end. This will result in more inflation. So their request is that cheap grain shops should be established. I do not know why the railway board is opposed to this. At least those items which are used by the workers and employees is their daily life should be made available in cheap grain shops. Cheap grain shop is the only substitute whereby the employees will not demand higher dearness allowance. That is why I request that the cheap grain shops may be started. I hope the railway minister will consider this request. My next point is about the night duty allowance. The payment of this allowance is now restricted to some categories of employees. I do not know the logic behind it. I have gone into the question carefully in a logical manner. I feel that all the categories of employees who are doing the night shift duty should be given this allowance. I am sure that this request will also receive the sympathetic consideration of the railway minister and that he will sanction it soon.